I'm gonna pee. Sorry, love. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Oh. Baby, come back. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. Power outage rules. It's a complete restart. Complete restart. And here we go. This one sent Tim headed over the bar. I'm doing awesome, dude. How the hell are you, my man? Oh my God, you guys have the most amazing gifts. They're ridiculous. It's good to see you, Tajani. It's good to see you active again, man. I don't just mean like here, obviously, because you have your own stuff going on, but in general. Oh, I did not lose weight. I need to lose weight, though. Heaviest I've ever been, but we'll get to that this summer. That's why we're drinking wine instead of beer. We're not going to drink beer today. Could have bought beer, but instead I bought wine. But I did find a beer in the fridge. So, what am I going to do? Let it go bad? Here we go, Lockwood. Shafiq. I have not lost weight at all. Also, this shirt is from high school, so that's not really fair. If you're judging me on a shirt from 30 years ago, that's rude. It's a rude thing to say. This is a shirt. This is do you guys like the used? I got the used shirt.
Oh, I like. They scream so much. The lead singer, he like threw up on stage. Oh my God, it was so cool.
This one sent in, handed away by Arthur, falls down to Narula. And that was a block. Centered here, Lockwood. Going the other way now on the counter, Godoy, who had the goal in the match that didn't count. Lederman. What a slide tackle that was. Here they come again. Lockwood up to Lehman. Back to Damsino, who's going to find Lehman. Should Barcelona go high tempo? Yeah. Thanks, brother. What kind of ice cream you eating? What's everybody's favorite ice cream? Ping me with your favorite ice cream. There's no captain, so the ping's not going to confuse me. I think I'm old school chocolate chip cookie dough. I think that's me. I know in some of your countries they don't call it ice cream. They call it, you know, fa-la-la-la-la, or what do they call it? Geppetto? Why would you name it after Pinocchio's, like, weird pedophile father? The dude literally made a sex doll for himself.
Oh, I'm gonna make a little boy. Oh, he's out of wood. Oh, yeah. His nose is gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger.
What a weirdo. And you guys are all like, oh, I want to go get some of Geppetto. Oreo. I bet Oreo's really good. Blueberry. I don't think I've ever had blueberry ice cream. We have this place in the United States, and their whole gimmick, it's this ice cream chain called Cold Stone, and their gimmick is the ice cream is like almost like so cold and so thick that it's, I don't know how to say it right, it's almost like a rubber. And so when you order it, they have these big like metal spoons, and they have to like knead it almost like dough. They press it down. It's very good. It's very expensive. But the people that work there, they have like forearms like Popeye. Like, it's weird. Like some cute like 15-year-old girl. That sounded horrible. Some cute like 40-year-old woman is making your ice cream, and she's just like Popeye, you know. Like, I walked around Costco, which is this huge store, 3 times, just, I didn't even care what they were saying, and I was just, oh my god, it was horrible. So many Latin American women. I couldn't even tell you what their face looked. I didn't even care, because one of them, I was disappointing. Because I really like this particular pickle brand, and so I was like looking for them, and then it was, you know what, certain pants, nothing's a bigger turnoff than panty lines. So when I see no panty lines, that's like, oof. So I was like, alright, I'll pretend I'm checking out these pickles. And then I made the mistake of going past her and turning around, and it was a creature for sure. But I don't care. I wasn't there for that, you know? That doesn't make any sense. You know? It's like people that complain about the coffee at the car dealership. You don't go to the car dealership to get coffee, you know? I'm not looking at that sweet ass because I care about how many teeth she has, you know? Because I dated an orthodontist, and she was a bitch. Yaga banana, over to Takahashi. Vukovic, 1-2 buckle my shoe, back to Arthur. Halftime quickly approaching. Robinson, Takahashi to Dos Santos. And the whistle blows. Halftime is here. 2-0 Manchester. It took over a half hour, but they got their 2-goal lead. And we're right back into it. the funniest part about Latin American relationships that I see is you get this dude that is they'll wear like a neon colored polo. It'll be like neon green or pink, bright orange. And it's always like, it doesn't even go down to like their shorts or their pants, because they have like this weird belly. They have a weird, you know how gay white guys always have like that weird body shape? They have like a dad bod. They have like this weird like little pregnant belly, no muscle. They're always wearing sunglasses inside, jewelry, and they look like they work for FedEx. You guys probably don't even get that joke. And their wife is like stunning. They have like the most incredible wife, and you're going, what the fuck? How did this happen? It makes no sense, and I see it every time I go anywhere. He doesn't even pay attention to her. Maybe that's the key. She's like invisible to him. He's dating a fucking supermodel straight out of the Amazon, and he's just, he doesn't care. It's so crazy. I don't know if it's like that where you guys are, but it's wild. Like at Costco, because I avoid the free sample people, because they're like, should be in an insane asylum, those human beings. I was following this woman, and she was old. Oh my god, perfect. She had fake boobs, and I don't even like fake boobs, and great butt, and I see her husband. This guy's just chowing down on the free samples. Sausage egg roll, teriyaki shrimp. You're only supposed to have one. I think he just kept coming back in the loop as if he was pretending to look for the deodorant, and he was just... And the woman doing it had Alzheimer's, so she didn't even remember him. And he's just... And I'm like, what is this? What is this? How did he get that? It's crazy. And if you've been watching the World Cup, it's the same thing. You look in... When they do the camera, they pan the camera, every guy is huge. Every Latin American dude is just like... And you're just like, what is that? And then the woman next to him, you're just like, holy shit. Can we slow this down and replay this? Where's this replay? I want to see if those nipples are offsides, Can we draw that line? My gosh. But, anyways. So, the point was, I had just happened to find this beer in my fridge. So we're coming out with a podcast. I don't know if we told you that, but there'll be plenty. If that's the kind of stuff you want to listen to, there's plenty of that out there. I don't know if you guys would listen to that for 20 minutes, but I did not see the Egyptian woman look around. Both those leagues have podcasts. That's cool. My biggest criticism of sim leagues, though, is when they have a podcast about the sim league. I don't think it's worth the time and effort. I don't think you're never going to get the casual person to listen. It doesn't really seem... Oh my god, Barcelona! No, Lucas, I'm not saying that the podcasts aren't good. I'm just saying nobody's going to listen to it unless they're in your world, unless they're in your league. So you're putting a very low ceiling on something that probably takes you a lot of time and a lot of effort. That's why when Scooter and I talked about this whole idea, the number one thing was like, Easy. Not a lot of time. Mass appeal. You know? That's all. Just my opinion. That's all. I'm hoping. Hey, this game's great. I'm hoping for another power outage. So you're talking about you're talking about your commentary during the race, TYAd. So do you upload that separately or anything? I like rants. I like going on rants. I think I have good rants. I thought my Costco story was pretty relatable. Or entertaining. Maybe not. Maybe you... I don't know. Oh, I gotta do their subs. It's the 80th minute. LMF. Who else is tired? We'll just do the AMFs, I guess. There we go. Lehman's dead, but whatever. Oh. Ouch. Yes, I used the form menu so I could quickly see who was tired. That's what I did. Yeah, I used to do the highlights for FSL, and I was like, this is... It was exactly what I said about the podcast. I'm spending 20 minutes cutting up a game that lasted 20 minutes, putting it into 5 minutes to get 4 views. 2 of them are mine because I accidentally clicked on it. It's just not worth your time, right? That's why I love what Ayexi does. What Ayexi does is incredible. You have to be oddly appealing to people outside of our little bubble. And so he actually just makes... And he understands that world. Like, every couple months, I'll sit down and make my wife watch, like, our last couple months of TikToks, and she's like, I don't understand what is happening. She's just like, what did we just watch? That didn't even make sense. And I'm like, honey, it got 4,000 views! She's like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to get her to actually confirm that her player would move, but just because I don't want to move it for the sake of it. It feels unethical. It did stop storming, so there's no possibility of another power outage. It did stop storming. That was so funny. I was supposed to stream at 3, so this was supposed to be over. We're about 30 minutes behind, so I understand if it can't work. It's not really up to me. I'm redoing my bathroom, so my wife has had the kid all day. I didn't even work on it. I just sat. No, I went and bought materials and shit. So. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I will do my best if people are available. That was fun. That was, I'm glad we got to do that twice. That was a good time. I really enjoyed the Latino conversation. But now we have an actual game. And here it is. And it is Prague changes. Hazard will be back in. No, he won't. He's still injured. He's still injured. How long is this guy out for? We need to actually check to see when the second legs are so we know. False wingers on. An attacking zone wide. Just so people know, when you do false winger, I love false winger. It makes your wingers hopefully come inside, but your fullbacks in theory will consistently try to fill that space. So if you ever want to use it, just keep that in mind if you don't want your fullbacks up the field. Van Nike in for Mooney. Okay. I don't think you got Knobstick, Fabio on kicks. They're on corners. There's your joint attack. Obviously, we pause for penalties. Here we go, guys. We got ourselves a game here. Are you serious? These two teams doing battle in the FA Cup, also doing battle in the transfer market. And Prague at home is normal. Wow. That's boring. So here we go. What's your third jersey? Oh, that's fun. Here we go! Actually, do you want to change presets and tempo? While I get these songs ready. Alright, brother. Tempo, all good. Here we go. Oh my goodness, what a second leg we have for you. Lisbon are up 2-1. Prague got that all-important away goal. We are yet to have an extra time game here in the FA Cup. It's just so hard to do when you have two legs. To draw a comparison, I will let you know that the League Cup had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games in the League Cup knockout phase went to extra time. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those 10 went to penalties. So it is much more difficult with the two legs, which is one of the reasons why we are, not the main one, but it's one of the reasons we're going, oh my goodness, Prague with a goal! It's
Hey, Dad, can I?
Oh my goodness. And just like that, it is 1-0. And 2-2 on aggregate. The away goal, the difference. The only way we get extra time today is if Prague win 2-1. And it's offsides on Rodriguez. Well, I think there was there only one new injury, or there were no new injuries? I'm not really sure, but Hazard is still out. Vukovic should be back for Zagreb. I don't remember any major injuries off the top of my head. Here goes Ahmad, and he's going to find the run of Sigurdsson. Otto Sigurdsson to Liam Cook. Cook, Rodriguez, surrounded, but the ball still finds its target. Kermit de Frog. There's that full back up we talked about pre-match with those false wingers on 3 players in the box. Back to Liam Cook, who had a rough first leg, and that one deflected, and Otto Sigurdsson over everybody. Sigurdsson again heads it into the stands. Takes my wife to take us some chicken wings. Van Nike, a rare start for him. Van Nike, or as the Europeans call it, Van Nike, which is interesting because his mother is a lesbian, so in Europe they call it a Daiki. Onizuka. Bawama from Roskilde sends that one into the stands. Chainboard on fire, go fuck yourself. Marcus Wood. Kuno. Down to De Frog. And a lot on that one. And it just goes out of play. It's been a bit out of sorts right now. As it stands, it'll be Manchester Prague. Wolf back to Baz. High tempo for Lisbon. Main preset normal tempo for Prague. Knobstick. Van Roskla. Marcus Wood either got his head or his afro on it. I know what you're thinking, and the carpet does match the drapes. That's why he's wearing an extra large pair of shorts. Dorito. Keely Cadot. Pika. Good ball movement here. Rodriguez falls down. He looks up. Runs away. Players just running into each other. Oh my goodness. Feel like I'm watching USA versus USA right now. And Sigurdsson, oh, what a save it is there from martial arts. And martial arts with a karate chop right there. It is out for a Lisbon corner. Head away by Van Roskla. Dorito. Canol. Defensive preset it will be. I don't have time to read that paragraph, dude. Pika. Rodriguez. That one right off Darnell White's chest, and it will be a corner kick. Dude, all you had to say was women are hypocrites. You didn't have to type a whole thing. I'd be right with you, buddy. It was like a Norm Macdonald joke. Taken away by Darnell White. Which is a great reference. Also, I do think that's interesting. What, you guys don't say Louis Vuitton? You guys say Louis Vito? I read the paragraph because the ball went out of play. Prague, Van Roskla. Oh, that was a nice run. Van Roskla keeps it. Oh, my goodness! Deflected, popped up. Cleared away by Dorito, and it's a free kick here for Prague. And Prague, just a talking to for Sigurdsson. Who's on the kick? I gotta pee during halftime. Yellow cards. Sigurdsson and Wolf are the only ones on cards. Knobstick will be on the kick. So here goes Knobstick. Can Knobstick get us one step closer to extra time? It's off the wall. If Prague wins 2-1, extra time is where we'll go. Pika doesn't know where that one is. That ball lost in the cotton. Dorito. Couscous. And Bawama. Who, I'll tell you what, if they advance, maybe I'll do his scan tomorrow. Bawama's getting a scan. Knobstick. I never said he was going to Moscow. What do you mean on the table? Do they even have tables in Russia? Halftime here! Well, they just ate off the ground. Or the dead bodies. My goodness, that doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna go pee in the bathtub. Kimosabi. All right, here we go. Changes. Swamp Nolan Cook. Front three should be Pika SS, Knoll, and then Sigurdsson. Narrow as if you want them like both in that like striker zone. Defensive on the left. Yep. Remove counter target on both. Containment area to wide. Okay. Defensive line 5, compactness 2. Make sure that that's all correct. Mooney in for Dyke. So is that what you want for the, you're good? Okay, cool. Rodrigo on for defraud. All right, I'll tell you what. I need a 2-1 Prague win to send this into extra time. Here we go! Hopefully defensive is on Cook. You want defensive on Cook? Yeah. I did that. Why don't you trust me? Why don't you trust me? Here we go! What is that? It is. What the fuck? I'm gonna mute everybody. Here we go. The lack of faith. The lack of faith. Oh, I just poured a nice bottle of Chianti. I like to drink Chianti when I eat ass. Here we go. Cotton Pika. Dorito. Over the top to Pika. Pika! Out of play. Does nobody get that reference? Anybody? Alright. I thought it was good. It's definitely not good Chianti. Uh-oh, it's going to be a free kick here. And Prague are upset about this one. Thank you. Chianti's my second favorite wine. My first one is Sangiovese. If anybody likes a good red wine, if you're having some Italian food, if you make it at home, whatever you want to do, like a nice lasagna or chicken parm, get a Sangiovese. Go buy the $15 bottle. Be a man. Buy the cheap stuff for later. And if she says no, just keep working on the nipples. And oh, that was what? Low tempo now for Prague. Fabio Kakina taken away by Rodriguez. A goal here would put Lisbon in the lead. Right now it's Prague on away goals. That's how old this game is. Dorito. Guarded by his former Amsterdam teammate, Fabio. Idris Ahmad. Rodrigo. 30 players in the box for both teams here. This one sent in over everybody. Knapsick. Von Roskla. 30 minutes to go. If each team score, we will see more football. Sigurdsson heads it down. Rodriguez first touch. Blocked off the penis of Darnell White. Rodriguez again. Amat. It should be a lot of possession for Lisbon here in the final moments. Cook. Amat. Rodriguez. Von Roskla doing everything he can to be a menace. It's going to be normal tempo now. Whoops. Normal tempo for Prague. Back to Arts. My wife said I couldn't pee in the bathtub because the kids were taking a bath, but I showed her. Rodriguez. Kaylee Knoll. Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson! Oh, it's another block! He took down 3 players with him. Back to Rodrigo, who sends it even further back to Dorito, who sends it equally back to Rodrigo. Dorito down this left side. Opportunity here for Lisbon. Cleared away. I think this actually might be what Lisbon need. I think they need some of these Athens players to push forward. Couscous hesitated a bit. They need to go quickly here. And they roll it out to Wood. Idris Amat. Liam Cook. What an upset this would be for Prague. The winner takes on Manchester. Kaylee Knoll let that one run by him like a vegetable. Knapstick. And it is a hydration break. As we pour some more Chianti. I need to get a verdict on the Porto-Zagreb match. I need a Porto-Zagreb verdict. I am available. And I do have another glass of wine, so both captains are available and can agree. I do understand that there was a power outage, so otherwise it will be the first game tomorrow. Back to our normal time, 11 a.m. my time, which is about 5.5 hours earlier than right now. This one laid off. David Mooney sends it in. Von Roskla! The good news for Lisbon is they only need 1 goal. Even if Prague score, they only need 1 goal. It sounds like we're doing Zagreb Porto. Oh, damn. I'm not going to text the wife. She'll just say no. Here we go. It's Couscous. Out to Gay Phillips. Cook back to Phillips. Dorito. Pika. Dorito. Trying to force something here. Dorito. Deflected. Marcus Wood's going to get there. Will we see some sort of desperate shape change? It's going to be just max tempo rather than a shape change. Kaylee Knoll heads it down. Rodriguez! What a save, martial arts! And it's out of play. I'm going to pause here. Does anybody want to make a formation change? Does Lisbon want to go 3 at the back or something? I mean, let me know. 2 subs for each team. Everybody's good. It's just max tempo. Rodrigo Sigurdsson, who I think has more collisions than shots on goal today. Idris Amat. And it will be a free kick here. And that is an interesting distance. A very interesting distance. That one. Don't show Mahmoud that one. He's going to be very upset it wasn't a penalty. Couscous stands over it. Could this be what France did against Paraguay? Is he just trying to let the real free kick taker think about it? It's not just free kick ability, it's also left foot, right foot. I can show foot. Yes, I can. I can do that. That is allowed. I just can't show you rating. So, who do you want? J-Rod, Canola, and Mutt. Okay. J-Rod is right. Canola is right. Sigurdsson's right. They're all right foot. Do you want to find a left footer and then make your decision? Liam Cook, Gay Phillips, Senga, and Bob G. And Couscous. All right, it's going to be Sigurdsson. Whoops, I almost did a sub. All right, so Sigurdsson is going to take the kick. The reason that he asked that, by the way, is because he knew that those three players are also all 74 technically. Since the choice has been made, I will show you. You have 80 curl, 70 set piece. 80 curl, 70 set piece. 80 curl, 70 set piece. All right, so I guess maybe you're going off of kicking power as well. That's the only big difference. So here we go. After the kick, I'll do form. Sigurdsson. Oh, what the fuck? He goes, main preset max tempo. What the All right, here we go. Oh, it's over! Prague have advanced! There was no stoppage time! I cannot believe it!
Amazing. That is
Some might say open up a dance studio might be a beta move. So what are you going to do? Borrow one of your dancers' outfits or you two in the stickers, prance around the stage, doing pirouettes?
that's the way it's going and tell me where it is. A moment that will be ever remembered. I am an Oreo cookie. White on the inside, black on the outside. Isn't that amazing? At one time in life, I was black on the inside and black on the outside. Hey, y'all. He black. He black. He black. So I don't know. I am not African American. I don't have afro. There are no African dogs beating in my chest. The American good card playing in my heart. Born on a plantation in Alabama. Grew up under the Jim Crow laws. Worked the fields, worked the plantation. Black as the ace of spades. Black, but 100% American. Now I'm white on the inside. There you go. You black. You black.
Happy White History Month, everybody.
You black. I'm black as flow, I don't know. You black, there you go. You black. You black. You black. You black. You black.
COVID's back.
I don't know. You black.
Swift in line. Okay, yeah. I got you, buddy. So I think the easiest way to do this is at this. Vukovic, so Vukovic AMF in main, Scooter right center back, and then in defensive, Vukovic right AMF, Scooter right center back, and then in custom, Vukovic is the right SS, left SS in all of them. But were there any advanced instructions on them? You do still have type marking. And you want to keep that on pastry. Make sure that's still on there as well. It is. It is. It is. I just want to make sure everything's good. He's not on any kicks. So I think that's all good. Let's double check. Starting defensive normal. Okay. Alright, let's do Porto quick. Oh my god. Do not watch the stream, dude. Jack and Matthew are joining the attack. Penley higher up. I can put him right there. Okay. God. Here's my impression of Ellis doing an impression of a song. On your last light, here we go. Porto are long and wet. Yeah, they are. And as for the uniforms, Scooter can choose between either the black or the blue. Black or the blue. I gotta do it in this screen, otherwise it won't do it for you, that's all. I'll take that as a yes. All right. No man marking, I believe, and so it'll be defensive preset. Here we go! go. It's going to be max tempo out of the gates. Defensive preset you see is there, and there it is. Max tempo for Porto. And we are ready to go. Yeah, signings, but they've lost. I'm so mad. I'm actually so bad at our transfer window. The Lewis family went from Joe Lewis to his kids with it, probably 3 years ago, and they conveniently waited until they pushed Daniel Levy out to actually spend money, so that way Levy looked like the bad guy. People forget that Joe Lewis has been out of the picture for multiple years, and Daniel Levy is not in charge of how much money is available, so I cannot stand these owners. And they're going to sit there and they're going to jerk off Vinay, Mr. Arsenal, and they're going to suck off De Zerbi, and they're going to finger Langa. So, anyways, yeah, that's my piece of it. This whole idea that, Daniel Levy's gone, they can spend. It's been, the ownership changed 2 or 3 years ago. So I don't want to hear about Levy. That makes no sense. Because if you notice, I don't remember seeing the Lewis kids going to games with Levy, but now they go to every game with Arsenal Vinay. Just saying. I think they were jealous that Daniel Levy was the son that Joe Lewis wanted and never had. That's what I believe. Here we go. Corner kick now from Batmobile. Punched away by Cartel, and that one said, and oh my goodness, what a goal it is, and it's a huge goal. It's an away goal for Zagreb. That's a funny screenshot of Cartel just laying down and other Porto players around him. Here we go. Kamel, the bitcher. He slays monsters. He could be slaying the two dragons tonight of Porto. They're also on max tempo for some weird reason. Here goes Kamel. Down to Bahoum. Well, Porto have to win 3-1 now. Well, we've always had to win 3-1 to bring it to extra time. Beal. Saved by Cartel. Picked up by Hoffman. The header saved by Cartel again. Headed away to Hoffman. Porto just need to really send this one up to their front line. Plenty of players up there. Cartel takes his time. Am Groot had a really bad first leg, didn't he? Barry's header back to Kamel. This game's going to be up and down, isn't it? We'll see how long before David and Lennon end up in the attack. I guess Lennon's already up there on the max tempo. Sent long again. Piastri wins the header, but nobody there to retrieve it. You can go high tempo and just change your formation, by the way. You don't have to go max tempo. Lennon. Piastri. Swift. Holy cow. And it's a throw-in. Jack David does have long throw. Will he be the one to do it? He is. Will he go long with it? Gently places it to Penley. Penley. Back to David. Sends in a ball. And it's over everybody for a corner. I wish you could choose to send the goalie up at any time. That'd be hilarious. Hilarious. And it's a throw in now the other side of the field for Porto. Swift to Penley, back to Swift, back to Penley. Headed upwards and away. And Groot let that one go right through him. Like a cheap night at Taco Bell. Hoffman. Sammy Bahoum. Sammy, stay away from my family, Bahoum. Bukovic. Back in the mix. He draws a... No, he did not draw a foul. We're going the other way. Well, we thought we were. Collision. Chaos. And Cartels. Whalen. Just gives it away. You can just do this formation with high tempo, dude. You don't have to do max. Oh my God! Okay, so that happened. I like how Cartel looked at his hands like, there's not me. Greg. Frost. Chaos. Jeepers. Whalen. Groot. This is one of the funnier games I've ever done. This Chianti's good. Costco Chianti, baby. Come out. Both teams' max tempo is good. Oh, that was so sweet. It would have been 20 if you showed the Tottenham one, but you went with the Brazilian one. There's another one. And max tempo instead of an strategic formation, resulting in what looks like 6-1. And it's 3-0 here at halftime. Max tempo. 0 shots. You have no midfield. All you need to do is like a 3-4-3. High tempo. You'd be fine. Even at max tempo. 3-4-3. You have no midfielders. Or put your biggest players for Swift. That way they can win the headers. If David is a destroyer. Yeah, he's a destroyer. Make David a white CMF, Kuba an RMF. Roy, oh my. Dude, you're like trying to look. Nobody is going to join Porto if this is what you do. Roy. Swap Lennon and Swift. Confirm attacking fullbacks. Yep. Here we go. All right, so literally 0 changes for Porto. We're just moving players around. All right. Can we go to 3 at the back with an actual midfield, dude? That way they progress the ball instead of just launching it to Bibba Berry. Jack David hates Lisbon with a passion. He would never go there. I tried to roleplay my actual players. Maybe a different player would go, but not David. I guess Crotch couldn't go either. Karjak to Roy. This game became a fucking shit show. Roy. Karjakin. Penalty. At least you're making me laugh. Here goes Mamadovich. Hoffman. Deflected out of play. Norris back to Berry. Hoffman. Vukovic. Marcus Nigel. And a one-out save from Cartel. Stamina check for Zagreb. Hoffman below half. Beal at half. Everybody else is above half. So there's something about this left side. But everybody else is at least at half. That's a free stamina check the other way. everybody's really tired. You can still go with like a 3-4-3 or a 3-3-4 or something. God, why did we sign Kuba in the window to not play him at his position? Okay, Groot, you already subbed out Groot, so you don't even know what's going on. Brown for Bahoon. Scooter and all. Rizzo for Hump. Sanic for Vukovic. Make him CMF. Just confirm that that's good. Frost right wing. Do you want him up like this? Do you want to change these guys at all? Like, do you want to go like this? Swap Brown and Rizzo in this person. All right, Kuzma Brown there, Rizzo there. Here we go. Lord have mercy. Corner kick now for Batmole. Down. "30 more minutes of..." Oh, here we go. Long throw. And a backwards pass. Outwinded and bowled. Opposing attack only Scooter. Frost. Back to Momanovic. 20 minutes. Penley. Whalen. Lennon. Just hit Pastry in the nuts. That one off Lennon's ass. I'm seeing a trend here. Porto going nut to butt. And this one picked up by Kuzma Brown. Brown on this left side, lots of space, gets the best of Whalen, sends it across, but chested down by Roy. Doesn't know what to do with it. Deflection off of the Zagreb player. Frost does well. Desperately sends it up, and Barry finds himself all alone. The big Cheeto. The big burnt Cheeto. Kuzma Brown. Kuzma Brown down the left side again with some space. Weak-footed pass in over everybody. Nigao just jumped to do it. He probably created a new server in midair. He likes to do that. And there's still 15 minutes to go. Oh my gosh. Here we go again. Headed upwards. And down, caught by Cartel. Thrown over to Whalen. Whalen. Barry has it down. Deflection picked up by Pinley. Tim Bald. David finally on the ball. And what a beautiful pass that was. Piastri fucked it up. Why did I send a player to this team? Long ball over the top. Gonzalez cuts inside off Greg, and Greg told Gonzalez to go back to Mexico. Kuza Brown. Gonzalez! Wide of the border. Tim Bald, final few minutes here. Headed away, McGavin. Well, they lost the first game 3-1. They'll lose this one 3-0. I can't get this time back in my life. This one sent in. Cartel saves it. Cleared away, and that'll do it. 3-0 it ends. Zagreb moving on. We're back with you tomorrow about 6 hours earlier than right now. I don't know why I do ratings. See you tomorrow. Keep it real, don't steal. No ice cream for dinner except for Sundays. Norden and Vienna.